Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem erneuten gruseligen Video. Mein Name ist Moji und wir gucken uns jetzt ein weiteres Doorbell Camera Compilation Video an. Video heißt mal wieder 8 Most Disturbing Things Caught on Doorbell Camera Footage. Der Chat kennt das Format, ihr kennt wahrscheinlich alle das Format. Gruselige, verstörende Videoaufzeichnungen von diesen Türspionen, in denen Kameras drin sind, von Eindringlingen. Ladies and Gentlemen, lehnen sich zurück. Codewort ist Sippel. Und wir gehen auch jetzt schon zusammen rein in ein sehr verstörendes Video. Es geht los.
2021, a woman named Shayla Bryan and her husband were inside their home in North Carolina when their 13-year-old son went outside to walk their dog.
Okay, eine Familie mit einem 13-jährigen Sohn, der mit dem Hund rausgeht.
As soon as he walked out the door, the Ring camera footage captured a suspicious silver BMW stop in front of the family's front lawn, after which a strange man got out of the vehicle and approached the teenager.
Okay, kommt ein Auto angefahren. Das ist gruselig, Chat, oder? Wenn ihr nachts unterwegs seid, alleine, nachts, und ein Auto fährt ganz langsam an euch vorbei. Habt ihr da Angst, seid ehrlich? Das ist schon eine eklige Situation. Du siehst auch nicht, wer drin sitzt. Du weißt nicht, will der jetzt was von mir? Hat der irgendwas? Eklige Situation, ja. Nicht geil, nicht geil. Okay, er macht einen Motor aus. Lebst du hier? Hä? Wie lange lebst du hier schon?
Without even introducing himself, the man asked the boy if he lives in the neighborhood. According to the teenager's mother, she and her husband had taught their son about stranger danger multiple times in the past, but on this particular occasion, the boy
Der Hund ist aber bereit zum Angriff, Chat.
appeared to freeze up out of fear. What's most disturbing about the recording is that the man didn't waste a split second to get out of the car and talk to the boy, which suggests he was either prowling around the neighborhood waiting for someone to step out of their house, or he was very familiar with the Bryant family's routine and was specifically targeting the boy. Fortunately, the teenager's father was able to intervene before anything could happen.
Let's go! Und da kommt der Vater raus und der ist 4 Meter breit, Digga. Let's fucking go, baby. So, was haben wir jetzt hier für ein Problem, Was ist denn jetzt hier los? Der Digga, der ist auch 8 Meter groß einfach.
What you got to ask my son? Oh, I was wondering about the airplane noise. Talking to my son and he ain't got no adult out here. That's kind of creepy.
When the boy's father confronts him, the stranger is forced to think quickly on his feet and blurts out that he was wondering about the airplane noise in the area. Obviously, it doesn't make a lot of sense to be driving around a random neighborhood waiting
Der hat den gefragt, was für Flugzeuggeräusche da sind,
for a 13-year-old kid to walk out of his house just to ask him a question like that, and the father doesn't appear to buy the story for a second.
Geil, ey, in den Chat für den Vater, Mann, let's go.
Shayla Bryant, the boy's mother, mentioned she remained apprehensive after the incident, especially since it was never confirmed what exactly the man was planning to do. The suspect drove off soon after and was never seen again.
Verrückt,
On July 15th,
Kann halt auch sein, dass er einfach wirklich Flugzeuggeräusche gehört hat nachts und ja, einfach ein netter Typ war, der mit dem Kind reden wollte. Wahrscheinlich eher nicht, ne? Nee, wahrscheinlich eher nicht.
2022, a
Nächster Clipchat.
TikToker uploaded this chilling footage of an unexpected visit to her home while she was gone. In it, a disturbing voice can be heard asking to be let in at her house's back door.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Und da wäre ich auch dann immer wieder glücklich, dass es an Amerika keine Waffengesetze gibt, Digga. Und da wird die Schrotflinte rausgeholt, Digga. Noch einen schönen doppelten Aufsatz draufgeknackst. Oh, ich würd durch 4 Wände durchballern, sag ich ehrlich, in-game bei GTA. Leck mich am Arsch, Digga. Nochmal, ist das abgefuckt.
Door.
Ich hoffe, wir sehen dazu kein Gesicht, Chat. What the fuck? Bitte kein Gesicht.
The person repeats the words, "Let me in," as they scratch and knock on the back door. The eerie quality of the voice, coupled with the fact that nobody can be seen on screen, led a lot of viewers to come up with different theories as to who may have been at the door. During the entire video, a human shadow can be easily made out in the bottom right-hand
Okay, man sieht nur den Schatten hier rechts, man sieht das Gesicht nicht zum Glück.
corner of the screen, but the person themselves never walks in front of the camera. Some viewers suggested this alludes to the footage being staged. Others, however, think that someone with malicious intent could be targeting her house and urge the user to be careful. To this day, it hasn't been confirmed what exactly this footage shows, and no further updates have been made by the TikTok user. In August 2019, a security camera inside a home in Troy, Michigan captured a suspicious man walking up the stairs and looking around the house.
Einbrecher.
Based on his body language, it doesn't look like he knows his way around the home, and that's because he broke in. Although the next part of the incident wasn't caught on camera, a few seconds after walking up the stairs, the man walked into the homeowner's bedroom, where he found her sleeping. Disturbingly, the woman reported that she woke up screaming to the man standing over her bed. The intruder immediately ran out of the house, but even with the footage, police were left with no leads on who this could have been or how he had gotten in. It wasn't until 2 months later in October of that year that the same man was once again captured on camera in another home in Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Digga, was ist das für ein Typ? Der bricht einfach in Häuser ein und klaut nichts? Imagine aufwachen und da steht einer vor dir. Ja, ganz creepy, Mann.
In this incident, the man can be seen climbing onto the hot tub and peering through the window for a few seconds before walking away. Although the incident was also reported by this homeowner, the man continued to dodge the police for several months after that. Then, in January 2020, the man made yet another appearance in the area. In this instance, he peered through the kitchen window of a house in Bloomfield Township and hid behind a tree, after which the homeowner received a notification from his home security camera alerting him to the stranger's presence. Even though the first part of the incident wasn't caught on camera, footage of the man walking along the side of the house was later released.
Was ist denn mit dem, Chat? Was ist denn mit dem los, Digga?
Once again, the intruder evaded the authorities, and it wasn't until a few days later that the police finally made a break in the case. In February 2020, the same man was seen by a cop running from a residential yard in Bloomfield Township in the same neighborhood as the last time he was captured on video.
Wegen dem Kick wahrscheinlich. Also du denkst, dass der bei Leuten einbricht, weil es ihm den Kick gibt oder was?
This time he was arrested,
Das wäre sehr weird.
issued a citation and a restraining order, and forced to wear a GPS tether until his court date. The man was identified as 27-year-old Donovan Johnson, and it was later revealed that he worked as a bankruptcy attorney. After he was put in jail and released on bond, there were no further updates on the case, but if he was convicted, it's likely he's still serving time to this day.
Okay, den hat mir auf jeden Fall geschnappt.
In September 2018, a man named Jeff Knoll uploaded a disturbing video to his channel, which he titled, "Man Trying to Enter My Home in the Middle of the Night." In it, a creepy man can be seen approaching the front door of a home and seemingly attempting to find a way in. At first, the break-in seems pretty non-threatening, but a few seconds later, the man begins pulling on the doorknob and talking to himself.
Der ist auf Drogen, oder? Also, ja, der ist auf Drogen, Chat. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, Digga? Sieht aber irgendwie auch süß aus.
Some of what he says you can somewhat make out, but
Das könntet auch ihr sein, Chat. Wenn ihr einen unlustigen Joke bei mir in den Chat reinschreibt und dann sitzt ihr so vor eurem Handy, guckt den Stream und wartet darauf, dass ich den unlustigen Joke vorlese, Digga. Und euch dafür beleidige. So stelle ich mir euch ein bisschen vor, wenn ihr die unlustigen Jokes hier reinschreibt, ehrlich. Ja. Ihr wartet dann drauf quasi, dass ich sehe.
some of what he says you can somewhat make out, but most of it is unclear. Before the man can go any further with his break-in attempt, the homeowner calls out from a window and threatens to call the police.
Aber der ist ja einfach maximal verwirrt.
Okay, I was just looking for a dog fighter.
Warte mal, ich glaube, den Clip kennen wir schon, oder? Kennen wir den, Chat? Den kenne ich, glaube ich, schon.
Whoa. Don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
Ja, den kennen wir.
The man gives an almost laughable excuse, saying he was just looking for his dog Fido.
Also er hat gesagt, er hat nur seinen Hund gesucht.
He then tells the woman that they could be friends before walking off into the night. The man was never seen again by the uploader, and they still have no idea what his intentions were if he had gotten into the house.
Crazy.
This terrifying footage was captured in April 2023 in Connecticut. At 9:30 a.m., a man was recorded walking up the front door of a house wearing an orange vest and holding a package in his hand.
Oh, das ist ein Einbrecher, der faked ein Paketbote zu sein, glaube ich, Chat.
As soon as the homeowner opens the door, things get disturbing pretty quickly. To make himself seem more genuine, the man pretends to read an address on the package as the homeowner makes his way to the door. But little did he know, the man wasn't there to deliver a package.
I don't know if this is for you.
Yo! Yo! Der hat ihn einfach rausgepusht, Digga. Let's fucking go in den Chat. Holy fuck, Digga. Oh, krank. Also gefährlich, was der gemacht hat. Aber der hat sich einfach selbst gesaved. WTF, der hat eine Knarre gehabt. Der hat gerade eine Knarre gezogen. Der hat den einfach rausgeschubst. Holy shit, Mann. Alter.
In an attempt to confuse the homeowner, the man tries to give him the package. But when the owner hesitates, the suspect immediately pulls out a weapon and tries to back the owner into his house. However, the homeowner pushes the man away before retreating into his home.
Das ist aber auch eine Sache, Chat, die nimmt auch wirklich zu, oder? Dieses Paketboten faken und dann Einbrecher sein. War das nicht auch bei einem YouTuber mal so? War das bei Justin? Kann es sein, dass es bei Justin war? Wurde der nicht auch überfallen? Bei Unge war das auch so. Das ist echt crazy. Macht ihr dem Paketboten die Tür auf, wenn er an eurer Tür klopft, Chat? Macht ihr da auf? Oder sagt ihr, nee, ich lass Tür zu lieber? Paketbote hat doch keine Warnweste an. Ja, doch, manchmal schon, Digga. Manchmal sehen auch, das Schwierige ist halt, Chat, die meisten Paketboten sehen auch einfach aus wie normale Guys. Also die meisten haben auch gar keine Uniform oder so eine Weste oder sowas an. Die sehen eigentlich dann einfach aus wie normale NPCs halt. Oft, ja.
After the armed man ran away,
Wie will man sonst ein Paket annehmen? Na, das hast du eigentlich auch recht, Digga. Ja, meistens stellen sie es ja vor die Tür, oder?
was identified by police as 37-year-old Xavier Otero and was arrested at a family member's house in nearby Hartford, Connecticut. Otero was promptly charged with home invasion, threatening, criminal possession of a firearm, and criminal attempt.
Man muss auch oft unterschreiben, ja, habt ihr doch auch recht. Aber ich glaube, Chat, man kann noch so eine Abstellgenehmigung oder sowas, glaube ich, einstellen. Dass sie quasi die Genehmigung haben, das Paket einfach abzustellen bei euch.
To commit unlawful restraint. During the investigation, the cops learned about an alleged plot to take part in a home invasion where the occupants of the home were going to be restrained with zip ties and robbed at gunpoint. The suspect also mentioned something about possibly invading a second home in Manchester, Connecticut. While executing a search and seizure warrant on the home where they found Otero, police said they found approximately 1.1 kilograms of drugs and other items commonly used in the operation of a drug factory. In the same room, the cops found a bag full of heavy-duty zip ties. Shortly after Otero's arrest, police also took the driver of the truck into custody.
Auch krank, weil es einfach am helllichten Tag ist. Was hat er denn für eine Frisur?
And charged him with conspiracy to
Einfach kurz gedacht, Papa Platte hier auf dem Bild.
Commit home invasion and conspiracy to commit unlawful restraint. A month after these arrests, a third suspect was taken into custody, where he was identified as the mastermind behind the operation and promptly sentenced to prison. As of now, all 3 suspects are still in jail. This eerie and confusing
So, nächster Clip.
footage was captured by a homeowner's ring.
Also bis jetzt nicht gruselig, Chat, oder? Ich habe auch noch nicht einmal das Codewort im Chat gelesen. Gruselig ist es nicht, aber sehr interessant. Also es macht mal wieder Bock, das Video zu schauen. So diese Ringbell Camera Compilations sind eigentlich immer cool. Ist interessant zu schauen. Aber es ist nicht gruselig bis jetzt.
Camera one night in August 2023 in an otherwise peaceful neighborhood in Bowling Green, Ohio. In the footage, a masked man can be seen ringing the doorbell and immediately running away.
Hä? Klingelstreich? Macht der einen Klingelstreich?
Initially, the incident appears to be a pretty lame ding-dong ditch attempt, which almost every homeowner has been the victim of at some point or another. But looking closely at the footage, you'll notice the man never actually ran away.
Jo, der bleibt da stehen? Oh ja, okay, das ist gruselig, Chat. Das ist creepy, Digga. Also er klingelt, läuft zur Straße und stellt sich jetzt hier hin. Das ist verstörend. Das ist creepy, Digga. WTF.
While the man stood in the middle of the street staring eerily at the door, the homeowner made his way down the stairs after being woken up by the sound of the doorbell. As soon as he saw this figure just eyeing him down in the middle of the street, he called the cops. The next day, Bowling Green police posted the video on Facebook, asking the man's neighbors to help identify the masked intruder.
Was hättet ihr da gemacht an seiner Stelle? Was, wenn der bei euch klingelt und dann wegläuft, sich an die Straße hinstellt und euch anstarrt? Was macht ihr dann? Sniper auf Distanz. Ganz klare Sache. Aufs Dach hochklettern, Sniper raus, Nachtsichtgerät drauf, Abschussserie holen.
And it didn't take long for other residents of the area to complain that they had been through similar incidents in the days leading up to the uploading of the video. Following the incident, the man was never identified by police. His intentions are still unknown.
Das ist ja, also der wollte ihm wahrscheinlich halt einfach Angst machen, Chat. Da muss der auch richtig halt an der Klatsche haben. Oder ein 360 No-Scope machen vom Dach, wäre auch eine gute Wahl, ja.
On a rainy morning in 2020, a Ring camera captured a woman walking up to the front door of a house and ringing the doorbell repeatedly.
Boah, die kennen wir auch schon, Chat. Die ist auch creepy. Ihr kennt die, Chat, oder? Eins, wenn ihr die kennt.
Strangely, the woman keeps her mouth wide open almost the entire
Also die reißt ihr Mund auf. Sieht gruselig aus, aber wahrscheinlich will die einfach nur dick.
time. But it's unclear if this is due to the influence of drugs, or maybe if it's a symptom of potential illness. After a few seconds of waiting, the woman turns around and leaves. The fact that she can be seen apparently putting her fingers in her mouth as she turns to leave suggests that she might have been in pain, a theory that was
die war einfach nur thirsty, Chat.
echoed by several viewers in the Reddit thread where the clip was originally posted. Other viewers suggested the woman might have been sleepwalking as a result of some powerful sleep medication. But because the clip was captured at 6 a.m., it's also possible that she had been wandering around all night. However, it remains unclear if the woman was genuinely asking for help or if she was possibly planning to do something else entirely.
Ganz weird, Digga. Aber kann
This footage was captured at around
so letzter Clip, glaube ich, oder vorletzter Clip.
1:35 p.m. on October 16, 2018 in Alberta, Canada. According to the homeowner, he received a motion alert from his Ring camera while he was at work. Because it was unusual for him to have visitors in the middle of the day, he immediately activated the live view feature, and that's when he saw this. At first, he mentioned how he didn't think there was anything strange going on, seeing how the visitor was dressed similarly to most utility and telecom workers in the area. But after the man began banging insistently on the door and peering through the window into the house, he immediately became suspicious.
Oh, der will einbrechen. Aber er sieht doch die Kamera, oder nicht? Yo, der hat noch Komplizen.
After prying at the door with a glove to avoid leaving,
Der hat einen Walkie-Talkie, Digga, der ist ein Professional, Chat. Der hat einen Handschuh, da seine Fingerabdrücke nicht drauf sind auf der Tür. Und der hat einen Walkie-Talkie, wo er mit seinen Kollegen redet. Der macht das nicht zum ersten Mal.
fingerprints, the man motions to his accomplice to come to the door, and that's when things get even more disturbing.
Die sehen aber irgendwie nicht so aus wie Typen, die sowas machen, Chat, oder? Vor allem, die sehen doch die Kamera. Oder sind das Cops, Chat?
Get away from the door.
Yo, der hat eine Freisprechanlage, geil. Oh, strong, Chat. Sehr, sehr strong, wie die sich erschrocken haben, Digga.
While the man in the Yankees cap acts as a lookout,
Geil.
the man in the vest uses what appears to be a large screwdriver to violently pry the door open and break in. After managing to get the door partially open, the home
Aber warum hat er den nicht erschossen? Der ist nicht zu Hause, Bruder. Der hat es gesagt über dieses Ringbell-System, über die Kamera. Da kannst du auch drüber reden, über dein Handy halt.
owner manages to activate the two-way talk function and makes his presence known. After the video was made public, the homeowner was interviewed by local police about the incident. The video was then posted to Facebook, where many neighbors and nearby residents claimed to know who the two men were. However, it was never confirmed if the two suspects were apprehended. Based on what was captured on video, the two men were most likely planning an armed robbery. But with no further context, it's impossible to know if that's really what they had in mind, or if they planned to do something worse. As of this upload, there have been no further updates on the incident.
Crazy, Mann. Okay. Video ist zu Ende, meine Damen, meine Herren. Ich muss sagen, sehr interessante Clips dabei gewesen. Nicht so ein spooky Video wie sonst immer. Also es war jetzt nicht mehr wirklich Horror, aber interessant. Also wirklich interessant. Was lernen wir daraus, Chat? Vertraut keinem Paketboten und holt euch am besten so eine Ringbell-Kamera, damit ihr die verscheuchen könnt, wenn die vor eurer Tür stehen. Falls euch dieses Video gefallen hat, dann lasst sehr gerne ein Like da. Wir sehen uns bei der nächsten Reaktion wieder. Mein Name ist Moji. Bis bald.